The Cajun Navy during Hurricane Helene, their claim to fame during Katrina when they kind of just assembled.
That's kind of when they started. You know, they've
Yeah.
got regional areas all around the country, and so they do a great job. They have all volunteers, by the way, that just show up, and they ended up being deployed for Helene for 2 months. Usually their deployments are like 7 to 8 days.
Yeah.
So it was a long duration. Thank goodness, nothing tonight. It's been really calm. Actually, for us, it's been an incredible stretch of weather of just really nothing. I mean, the temperatures have been almost identical every day. We've had no rain. That's the only downside to this. I know the weather's great. For us, we love that. But for the plants, not so much. And for the wildfire danger, we'd love to get some rainfall. And we're going to see some slightly cooler conditions for tomorrow into Friday. Saturday, warmer. Maybe a slight chance. I'm not liking these chances. I'll be honest with you for Sunday. At least it's something, right? It's better than what we've had. Tonight into the morning hours, again, you'll cool down into the 50s. Tomorrow, again, not 81. We hit 81 3 days in a row on the nose. So you don't see that very often, 3 days of identical high temperatures. So tomorrow, maybe 4 or 5 degrees cooler, which will be closer to average, which is around 74 degrees. Now, that backdoor front comes in. That's why we see a little bit cooler air. I think you'll really notice the cool down tomorrow night into Friday morning because we'll actually see widespread 40s in the morning. But here comes the cold front. This is the second cold front. Excuse me, that'll arrive on Sunday evening. Now, there are showers and storms likely to our west and actually some severe weather possible, but it's a really low-end risk. This is not a huge risk, even for the middle of the country. This is a pretty tame system, but as it gets closer to us, it starts to dry up. Part of the reason is the first front that comes in tomorrow, it's going to dry out the air even more than what we have right now. So as the front gets here, it's going to run into a very dry air mass. So I've actually lowered the rain chances even further, only 30% on Sunday, and even that might be overly optimistic. And I'll show you what this looks like. High pressure, really dry air. So imagine there's a bunch of dry air here. The front comes in, tries to pull up moisture. The problem is it runs into this dry air, eats up a lot of that moisture. So look at that very narrow band of showers along the front Sunday night. So this will not be during the day Sunday. Your outdoor plans are just fine on Sunday, except for maybe in the mountains for the Woolly Worm Festival, where we might have some showers early afternoon on Sunday, but even there, I don't think it's a washout. But much cooler Sunday compared to Saturday in Banner Elk with temperatures pretty warm. By mountain standards, 70 degrees. Sometimes the Woolly Worm Festival is pretty frigid. This is going to be pretty toasty, to be honest with you. And the long range still shows above average temperatures sticking around. So remember, this is above average for this time of year. Doesn't mean it's hot like summer. Above average now is anything above 72. So mid to upper 70s are above average. Morning lows in the mid to upper 50s would be above average. Now, with the warmer afternoons after a couple cool nights, we will see the stink bugs get more active. They're already out there, obviously, but they kind of swarm more after those cool mornings and the warm afternoons. So expect that to happen over the next couple of days because the afternoons are going to get much warmer even into next week, all above average temperatures after a brief cool down. Here's a look at your Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. Checkers home opener Friday. They're home this weekend as well. A lot of activities going on this weekend. A slight chance of rain Sunday, and I say slight because if we don't see rain there, you're not going to see rain for the next 10 days as we stay bone dry.